The ability to create music is valuable in every culture. However, when it comes to Black composers, they are often overlooked. Not today. Without further ado, here are our picks for the top 10 Black composers of the 21st century. Remember, if you watch the video to the end, we will donate a percentage of the video's profit to a charity that supports the Black community. Number 10, Stuart Goodyear. Stuart Goodyear, a composer and pianist, is renowned for being the first and only Black pianist to perform all 32 Beethoven sonatas in a single day, a marathon that lasted around 10 hours. He was influenced by a wide range of musical influences, and like Beethoven, he broke convention by creating his music and communicating with audiences of all ages. Number 9, Jessie Montgomery. Jessie Montgomery is a violinist, composer, and educator. Her works have been performed around the world by notable musicians and ensembles, and she has received the Sphinx Medal of Excellence. Her music combines classical elements with folk music, spirituals, improvisation, R&B, jazz, hip-hop, and elements of poetry, making her an acute interpreter of 21st century American sound and experience. Number 8, Nkiru Okoye. As a 2021-22 Guggenheim Fellow, Okoye is best known for her opera, Harriet Tubman, When I Crossed That Line of Freedom. Her orchestra work, Voices Shouting Out, a work commemorating the victims of 9/11 that took a rather hopeful perspective and an affirmation for moving forward, and her suite, African Sketches, which has been performed by pianists all over the world. She graduated from Oberlin Conservatory of Music with a BM in Composition and Rutgers University with a PhD in Music Theory and Composition. Her works frequently draw on African American experiences and integrate musical storytelling, research, and historical narrative. Number 7, Erilyn Wallen. Erilyn is a multi-award-winning composer, pianist, and songwriter. She has been honored with the 2020 ISM Distinguished Musician Award, one of the industry's top accolades for services to music. Erilyn's prodigious cross-genre output includes everything from opera and dance to film and television, from classical to contemporary. She was the first Black woman to appear at the BBC Proms with a composition. Erilyn, her solo album, reached even greater heights during NASA's STS-115 mission when it completed 186 orbits around the Earth. Number 6, Donald Fox. Donald Fox is an internationally acclaimed composer, improviser, and pianist. His works have come to own the musical crossroads that expertly fuse Afro-Latin, jazz, and classical idioms into exhilarating performances. He was the first African-American composer in residence with the St. Louis Symphony. He is a recipient of the prestigious American Academy of Arts and Letters Academy Award in Music. Fox is a Steinway artist whose mission is to resurrect the legacy of improvisation that distinguished the performances of great composers in the past, such as Bach and Mozart. Number 5, Geoffrey Mumford. Geoffrey Mumford is a composer who began his career in the visual arts before music took over his life. Mumford has been interested in the patterns and variances of clouds and sunshine since he was a child, and he uses them to create compositions that are rich, captivating, and boundless as the natural world he sees. Geoffrey has received numerous fellowships, grants, and awards, including a fellowship from the Guggenheim Foundation. He was also the winner of the inaugural National Black Arts Festival Atlanta Symphony Orchestra Composition Competition. Number 4, Shirley Thompson. Thompson was the first woman to create and conduct a symphony for the Queen's Jubilee in 2002, titled New Nation Rising, a 21st Century Symphony. She co-wrote the score for the ballet Push, which was performed at over 40 major opera houses across the world. Every year since 2010, she has been designated one of Britain's top 100 most important people of African or African Caribbean origin. She was named Professor of Music at Westminster, making her the first person of African descent to be appointed to such a position in Europe. Thompson has constantly displayed deep confidence in the transformational power of the arts to impact social, cultural, and political change in both her creative and professional activities. Number 3, Ramsey Lewis. Ramsey Lewis, a composer and pianist, has won 3 Grammy Awards and 5 gold records for classics including The In Crowd. Sun Goddess, which he first recorded in 1974 with the ensemble Earth, Wind & Fire, is one of his most popular tunes. Ramsey Lewis, a pianist and composer, has built a decades-long career as one of America's most popular performers, with an unforgettable sound and outgoing personality that has allowed him to cross over to the pop and R&B charts. With a style that springs from his early gospel experience, classical training, and deep love of jazz. Number 2, Pamela Z. Pamela Z is an experimental composer, performer, and musician who focuses on making new sounds through unconventional methods. She's famous for her live sound manipulations in the middle of a show. She creates her live backtrack by combining voice techniques with video projection, movement, and spoken word, as well as using specialized software to loop and replicate the sounds she makes. She's done a lot of touring in the United States, Europe, and Japan. A Guggenheim Fellowship and a Cal Arts Opera Award are just a handful of her many honors. Number 1, Daniel Keaton. Daniel Keaton stands at the forefront of young British composers, bringing fresh new ears and raw talent to the contemporary music scene. His music has been performed extensively across the UK and abroad, as well as being broadcast on BBC Radio 3, described by the Financial Times as quietly impressive, and by the Times as totally constructed and vibrantly imagined. Keaton's compositions have been premiered by several notable companies, including the Royal Liverpool Philharmonic Orchestra. He has also completed commissioned work for the Oboe Project, which premiered at the Tower of London Chapel. Daniel has also taken part in the Leverhulme Young Composers Program of the London Philharmonic Orchestra, which resulted in an orchestra premiere at Queen Elizabeth Hall. In addition, he was awarded the Royal Philharmonic Society Composition Prize. The music of the most effective composers is full of aspects that stay with you. Compositions by Beethoven, Mozart, and Chopin include a variety of elements demonstrating the most significant habit of highly effective musicians by their potential to influence your life. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe and like the video. Also, if you want to support us, check out our Patreon page. Most importantly, if you watch to the end, you're awesome, and we will donate a portion of the video's profit to a charity that supports the Black community.
Go and tell everybody that we'll be alright.